and this is In 5. Very sadly, we do not have Andre with us today. He's off filming something else, but we do have two amazing guests. Please welcome Roshan and Claire from Sonica Band.
Hello, nice to be
So
here.
sad with only one person clapping. So how long have you guys been making music together?
So I guess the band has been in some form or another creatively for a couple of years, but I think as a group of four, this particular group of four, probably for about since May last year.
Wow, not long at all.
Not long.
That's when we picked up Sylvain, our drummer.
Yeah, but Claire had been on board since August the year before, so it's around 2 years really of creativity. Yeah,
We're getting the sound right.
Wow, like in the midst of COVID as well, for sure.
Yeah, that was a bit of a challenge. I think Sylvain started, and then we almost immediately went into lockdown. So we've learned quite a few new technological ways to work together as a band.
Yes.
Band lab and things like that to keep it moving through, because otherwise it was quite a challenge.
Ooh, so there's 4 members. So what do each of you do, and who are our missing 2?
Well, we start with the missing 2. So Sylvain is the drummer. Alan is the guitarist, I play bass, and Claire is the singer and lyricist.
Sing! I'm so jealous. My roommate's insisting she can teach me, but I still think I sound like a drowning cat. So-
It's a pretty good gig. I'm pretty happy with it.
So what sort of style do you guys like to produce in? Do you have a specific sort of set of genres, or just kind of like all over the place?
Well, it is all over the place to some extent, but that's not necessarily on purpose, but it's a function of a blend of creativity. So the core, so Alan and I come from a really long background in alternative music, primarily post-punk, out of things like Joy Division, Susie and the Banshees, The Cure, the Cocteau Twins, and then also a very strong mix of shoegaze music from the late 80s, early 90s. And those two things are probably the core identity that sort of characterize the musicality that the two of us create. So the blend comes where Sylvain and Claire don't come from that specific background, and I guess part of the challenge and opportunity is to bring different viewpoints in and different ideas in to create a very unique kind of sound. So in some respects it does reflect those things, and people can hear them and they say that sounds a lot like Susie and the Banshees, or it sounds a lot like the Cocteau Twins, or it's very Cure in there, or Joy Division or whatever. And then sometimes you listen to it, and I listen to it probably a bit more critically, and I go, yeah, but not really, because that's not what that would sound like if I was doing it by myself. But the advantage we have is we have these other creative people coming in and creating something completely unique.
That's so brilliant. So what got you guys into music in the first place?
Well, there's a question. I went to a lot of different schools. So I think I went to 12 different primary schools and 4 different high schools. So for me, music's always been a constant. Doesn't matter where you are. There's always a music room, or it's something that you can take with you whether you go around the world. And I've always loved all styles of music. So Roshan's quite right. I was aware of shoegaze. It was one of the sort of genres I listen to, but I'm also anything from trance to hard rock. So anything can be an influence. But writing it is again something that you can take anywhere with you. And it's really only the last few years. I did a bit of opera singing for a while, and the last few years I went, I really should do something with that. And I was like, well, I sort of got a rock star lifestyle, so I should backfill it with the job. And I found the band at the same time. That literally the week I decided to look, it was the first ad that I found. So
we were specifically looking for a female vocal. It reflected what we were trying to do with the music, and it's quite hard to find singers. There's a couple of different mechanisms we use, and Claire answered an ad on Facebook, I think. And I think there's a uniqueness to Claire's voice. There's an operatic tonality to it that it's just something different. It's something completely unique, and I think it brings something completely unique to the band.
So I hear you guys do actually have a gig for those of us who are here in Perth who can go see you live. When is that happening?
So next Saturday we have a gig at the Lucky Goat Factory in O'Connor. It's a art space, and they also do bands there as well, so it's going to be a bit of a multi-sensorial kind of thing. So we're really looking forward to it.
So that is the 30th of October, correct? All right, guys, well, you heard that here. Don't forget to go check out these 2 amazing artists. And it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much. And I guess that's a cut, I guess.
Hi guys, thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the little bell. And please, leave a comment below.
And now, a word from our sponsors.